So what are the word problems we discussed? One is age problems we discussed, how to start the age, solve the age problems. Then we discussed about a fractional problem, numerator, denominator question. And next we are going to discuss today about two-digit numbers, how to solve the word problems based on 2 digits. Before I solve the example which is given here, let me give you a few introduction parts, some introduction maybe. Like if I have a 2-digit number, in 2-digit number you have unit place and tenth place. Let me take for example 16 is a 2-digit number. So you can write this 2-digit number as 1 multiplied by 10 plus 6. Maybe let me put 10 multiplied by 1. It is both are same, but 1, the 10th digit number or 10th place number I am multiplying with 10 because it is in the 10th place, and 6 is in the unit place. If you want, you can multiply 6 multiplied by 1. Similarly, if you have 72, yeah. Similarly, if I have 39, you can write this 39 as 3 multiplied by 10 plus 9 multiplied by 1. So any 2-digit number we can represent in this form, right? So instead of a number, if I have an alphabet x into y, you can write x into y as 10x plus y. Can we represent this one? Because x is in the 10th place, so x will multiply with 10, and y in the unit place, so y multiply with 1. So we don't write y multiply 1 because it will be y only. Okay, so this is the main step which we are going to use for today's class. If I say xy, it is a 2-digit number, then only I can write as 10x plus y. If they say x multiply y, if x multiply y, then also I'll put it as xy only. Because x multiply y, which can be written as x into y, that we generally write xy. But you have to be very careful whether it is a 2-digit number, then only I can write it as 10x plus y. If it is x multiply y, then it has to be x into y, or maybe another way you can write as x multiply by y. This number, if I say x multiply by y, I cannot write this as 10x plus y, because x and y are two different numbers which are multiplying with each other. But in this case, if I come, xy is a 2-digit number, then I can express this as a 10x plus y. Is the difference is clear? So it will be given in the question whether it is a 2-digit number or both the digits are multiplying with one another. We have to understand it carefully and expand accordingly. Okay. So now I'm removing this everything. Read the question. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. What is that number? Find the number. So first step we do is let 2-digit number is xy. So here I am sending that 2-digit number is xy. So this can be written as 10x plus y. Why I am writing this as a 10x plus y? Because it is a 2-digit number. So I can express it as a 10x plus y. Now what is the condition one? First condition is given. The sum of the digits. What are the digits? Y is a digit and x is a digit in the 10th place. Y is a digit in the unit place. Sum of the digits means it will come as x plus y equals to 9. This is what they are given. Sum of the digits is 9. Okay, so we call this as equation number 1. Sum of the digits means x is a digit, y is a digit in a two-digit number. Sum means addition will come, so x plus y equals to 9. Now, what is given the second condition? Also, 9 times of this number. Which number? 9 times of a two-digit number. So let me write 9 times means 9 multiplied by two-digit number is means equals to, sorry, here it will come, is equals to twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Twice means 2 times a number obtained by reversing the digits. Reversing the digits means here x is in the 10th place, y is in the unit place. When I reverse, y will go to the 10th place and x will be in the unit place. So xy will become yx. This is what the meaning of reversing the digits. After reversing the digits also, still it will be a two-digit number only. Up to here, is it clear for everyone? My voice is breaking. Just a second, hold on. Yes, I think I switched off. Now you can hear it clearly. Yeah, up to here it is clear. First equation, how we get it? Sum of the digits. They use the word, the sum of the digits is 9. So x plus y equals to 9. Second condition, how I got it? 9 times of this number, that is 9 times of a two-digit number, equals to twice of a number after reversing its digits. Now I cannot say this is equation number 2. Let me simplify this one. 9 times xy, because it is a two-digit number, so xy I can write as 10x plus y will be equals to twice yx. Yx means now y is in the 10th place and x is in the unit place. So it will become 10y plus x. Okay. Somebody got good morning now. Yugu Patel, I think I should disconnect you. Continuously you are late to join the class. Okay. So it will be 10y plus x. Now open up the bracket. 9 into 10 will be 90x plus 9 into y will be 9y equals to 2 into 10y will be 20y plus 2 into x will be 2x. Bring all the terms one side to the left side. It will become 90x minus 2x plus 9y minus 20y will be equals to 0. So in this step, what I have done is I brought this plus 20y to the left hand side. That will become minus 20y, and plus 2x again bring it to the left hand side. That will become minus 2x. If both the terms are brought to the left hand side, so nothing will be left. That will be 0. So 90x minus 2x will be 88x. Then 9y minus 20y will be minus 11y is equals to 0. If I divide with 11 on both the sides and each and every term, 88 upon 11 is 8x minus 11y upon 11 will be 1y equals to 0 upon 11 will be, 0. Or next step you can write it as 8x equals to y. So this will be your equation number 2. Once you get the equation, I think now you are the master how to solve it. So substitute this y equals to 8x in equation number 1. So let me write the statement here. Substitute y equals to 8x in equation 1. So what is equation number 1 is x plus y equals to 9. X plus y, your y is 8x equals to 9. Then you'll get 9x equals to 9. Therefore, x equals to 1. If x is 1, what should be the y value? You have y equals to 8x. If x is 1, then y value will be equals to 8. So x is 1, y is 8. Then therefore, two-digit number is, any guess what is the two-digit number? X is 1, y is 8, and I assume two-digit number is xy. Your two-digit number will become 18. Perfect.
18.
Yes, 18 is correct answer. Now, after getting the answer, in these questions, you have the flexibility to recheck your answers are correct or not. Okay, how do I recheck? First condition is sum of the digits is 9. So 1 plus 8 is 9. So first condition is satisfied. What is the second condition is given? 9 times of the given number. 9 times of the given number means 9 times of 18 will be equals to 2 times of the number reversing the digits. 18 if I reverse, it will be 81. Check whether both the answers are same or not. What is 9 times of 18? 90 plus 72 will be 162. And 2 times of 81 is also 162. Hence, my answer is right. Okay. So this cross-checking is need not to show in the exam, just for your confirmation that you solve it correctly. Okay. Is the explanation is clear about the two-digit number? Can you send? Yeah, please just share. Can I say? Can you send? Explain it again. You mean to say explain again? Yeah. Just we'll go through the answer once again. First, the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. So once they say two-digit number, I'll take let the two-digit number is xy, because x is in the 10th place, y is in the unit place. So I can write this as 10x plus y, because if it is in the 10th place, it will be multiplied with 10. If it is 100th place, it will multiply with 100. If it is unit place, multiply with 1. So xy can be written as 10x plus y. Now first one is sum of the digits. So here the digits are x is a digit, y is a digit. So sum means x plus y equals to 9. I call it as equation number 1. Now second, also 9 times of this number, 9 times of xy. The number is 9 times of xy is means equals to twice the number obtained by reversing the order of its digits. Actual order is xy. Reversing means yx. Twice means 2 times. So you're finally 9 times of a given number is equals to 2 times the number obtained by reversing its digits, 2 times of yx. Now, as I said, xy you can write as 10x plus y. So here also this xy I can write as 10x plus y. Then yx, because y is in the 10th place, so 10 times of y plus x. I think now you can simplify this. Open up the brackets, both the sides. 9 into 10 is 90. 9 into y is 9y. 2 into 10 is 20y. 2 into x is 2x. Now transfer all the terms to the left hand side. So positive terms, these are positive terms, will become negative terms. 90x minus 2x, because this plus 2x will go as minus 2x, plus 9y plus 20y will go as minus 20y equals to 0. Then I think it will be the 90 minus 2 will be 88. 9 minus 20y will be minus 11y equals to 0. Now you can divide each and every term here with 11, or you take the 11 and send to the right hand side. So you'll get 8x minus y equals to 0, then 8x equals to y. Once you get the linear equations in two variable, equation 1 I got here, equation 2 I got here. Now here you can use any method, substitution, elimination, cross multiplication method, any method. So I prefer for substitution method. Substitute y equals to 8x in equation number 1. Equation number 1 is x plus y equals to 9. X plus y is 8x equals to 9. Then you get x value and y value. So therefore the required number is 18. Okay, so this is the one of the explanation about the two-digit number. Now in the different questions, these conditions will change differently. Okay, according to the given conditions, I have to make the assumptions and make the equations and simplify. Next, what else we have? There's a one more two-digit number. Let me go to the next exercise, see if any other word problems. A fraction numbers. Yeah. One more question is there about the distance and this distance and speed. Let me explain one of the question. In the live session, I explain one question of different types. Then when you record the video with more examples on a two-digit number as well as distance and speed. If I record, I thought you'll get confused and all. So let me enlarge the diagram. I think everybody knows that formula, speed equals to distance upon time. Okay, let me write this formula. Speed equals to the distance upon time. This is the formula which we use mostly, almost every question related to distance and speed. Of course, we have only one formula. Now, first condition is place A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. So what I do is, let me draw a line which represents place A and B. So this is the place which is a distance of A. This is 100 kilometers and this is B distance. Okay, so these are the two distance, city A and city B. The distance between them is 100 kilometers. Okay, so you go step by step when you are solving the word problems. I started from places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. I stop here. I draw a line with the 2 points A and B, and the distance between them is 100 kilometers. Now, one car starts from A and another car starts from B at the same time. If the cars travels in the same direction at different speeds. So same direction means, let me draw another line also with arrow mark. For example, A moves in this direction. Okay. Let me change the color. If A moves from left to right direction, then obviously B also has to move in the same direction. Then only I can say they are traveling in the same direction. One car starts at A, another car starts at B at the same time. If the car travels in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. So I stop here. Okay, this will give me equation number 1. What are the information as given in the question? With different speeds, that means speed of car A and speed of car B, both are different and they are traveling in the same direction. So let me put here one heading, same direction. Okay, so same direction will give me one condition, opposite direction will give me same direction, car A speed equals to x kilometers per hour. Okay. Then what I do, car B speed equals to y kilometers per hour. So I have taken the difference speed, sorry, A speed is x kilometer and y speed is y kilometer, and you have mentioned same direction they are moving. How much, after how much time they are meeting? After 5 hours. That means A is also traveling 5 hours, B is also traveling 5 hours in the same direction. So time for both the cars equals to 5 hours, because A is also traveling 5 hours only, and car B is also traveling 5 hours only. After 5 hours, they are meeting at certain point. So what I do here is, for example, let me take another line. So from here to here, I'll take. Let me put some different color here, or maybe some black color. So green color. Okay, so let me take their point of intersection is C. Okay, they are meeting at point C. Let me take, this is the point C. Okay, now can you tell me whose speed is more? Car A is moving with the more speed, or car B is moving with the more speed?
A. A.
A has to move with the more speed, right? Speed of A must be greater than the speed of B. Now, both are moving the same direction. I don't know what is the distance traveled from B to C. So what I do here is, let me put this distance travel is D. Okay, from B to this point to this point, the travel distance is D kilometers. Now, can you anyone tell me what is the distance traveled by car A? What is the distance traveled by car A? Or A means starting from A and it has to go till point C.
100 plus
So
D.
what is it? Everyone agree it is 100 plus D,
Yes.
because A to B itself it is 100 kilometers. Then it has to go till C, that is D kilometers. So total distance traveled by A is 100 plus D. What about the distance traveled by car B? B is traveling how much distance?
D.
Can I say B is traveling only D kilometers? Yes, students, you can type yes or no. Let me check if anybody types.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good. Everybody is typing the correct answer. Now, I think same direction. I got the speed of car A. I got the speed of car B. I got the time taken by both the cars. I got the distance traveled by both the cars. So I use this formula. Speed equals to distance upon time for car A as well as for car B. What I do is, let me put some distance gap between this. Yeah. So here if I use speed equals to distance upon time, here for car A, let me insert the equation. Speed is x equals to distance is let me put 100 plus d, and time is 5 hours. Agree? So here also I'll go for speed equals to distance upon time. What is the speed here? Speed of car B is y equals to distance is d and time is 5. Now come here again is let me insert the equation. Yeah. So in this equation, phi equals to 100 plus d upon 5. If I send phi to the left hand side, then I say it will be 5x equals to 100 plus d. And similarly, if I simplify here, I think you'll get 5y equals to d. Everyone agree up to this step? Just I am simplifying 5 to the left hand side, so it will be 5x 100 plus d, and here 5 also you send this denominator to left hand side, it will be 5y equals to d. Now here I got d value is 5y. Can I substitute d value here? If you want, let me give the equation numbers here. Multiple equations you'll get. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. If you want, you can make the statement here. Substitute d equals to 5y in equation 1. So let me see what do you get if I substitute. So you have 5x plus 100, 5x plus 100, 5x equals to 100 plus d is there. In place of d, I replace with 5y. So then I think I can divide each and every term with 5. Then I'll get x equals to 100 upon 5, which will be 20 plus y. Or if you want more, okay, I'll stop here. I'll call it as equation number 3. Up to here it is clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, others can. Sneha Bagel, no. Which step is doubt, Sneha?
Sir, last step.
This one, substituting. Okay, look here, equation 1 is 5x equals 5x to 100 plus c. Equation 2 is 5y equals to d. So what I do is d value I got it as 5y. So here I replace this d value as 5y. So you get 5x equals to 100 plus 5y. This is what I written here. This is the same equation with this equation, but in place of d, I'll put 5y here because d value is 5y. Now after getting here, what I'm doing is I'm dividing each and every term with 5. Or maybe if you want, let me put the arrow mark here. You can write 5x equals to, you can take 5 common from both the terms. Here you can take 5 common. It can be written as here it will come 20 plus y. I think this step will understood now. If I take 5 common from both the terms here, you'll get 5 times 20 plus y. Now this 5 on the left hand side, this 5 on the right hand side, both will get cancelled. So we left with x equals to 20 plus y. So I got it, this equation when both the curves are traveling in the same direction. Now I have not completed the question yet to read. Next question is, next step. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. So what do you mean by this? They travel towards each other. So let me draw the diagram again here. I'll go to the next page. Insert shape, straight line. Let me put the, again, 2 cities. They are, one city is at A, another city is at B. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is A. Again, they are at 100 kilometers apart. Another city is B. This is what they are given. Now the question is, they are moving in the opposite direction. So what do you mean by they are moving in the opposite direction? There are 2 things will come. First, let me explain which is wrong one. If car A is moving this direction, for example, and car B is moving in this direction, do they meet anytime?
No.
One is moving this way, north way, one is moving
No.
south way. They never meet, right? But in our given question, they clearly said that they meet after 1 hour. So that means which direction they have to move. Let me delete this one and reinsert the shape. So for example, if A moves in this direction, just a minute, student. हाँ, अरे ऐसे कैसे होगा? रीटेस्ट के लिए तो बोला है हमने, मैडम को बोलो ना, कल से रीटेस्ट रखा है हमने। एक बार बात करो मैडम से, कल से टेस्ट है, शायद उनको याद नहीं होगा मैम। नहीं 4 दिन का है, नहीं 4 या 5 दिन का है। Okay, sorry. Yeah. Everyone agree? If they are moving in this direction, do they meet?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If they move in this direction, they definitely have to meet. So let me take their meeting point is at what I can say. Yeah. Okay, this is their meeting point where I put the dot. Now A is moving from. Let me put C here. At this point, at C point, both the cars are meeting. So let me take the distance traveled by B is D. This is the D kilometers where car is traveling from here, from point B to from point C. So here also, let me make the statement here, like same direction. They're same, no, sorry, opposite direction. Opposite direction. So make this heading so that easy for you to understand, easy for you to make the equations. Okay, so okay, speed of car A will still remain x kilometers per hour, because speed is not changing whether they move in the same direction or opposite direction. The speed will remain same because they did not mention in the question is speed is changing. Speed of car B equals to y kilometers per hour. I think per hour won't come here. Yeah, speed of car A and speed of car B will remain same. You may ask why it is D only instead of D kilometers, because here we already taken D kilometers. It's not that it will move the same. You may put some P kilometers, no problem. Okay. If I put the D, you get the same distance. Okay. Otherwise, now what is the time taken by both the cars? They meet after 1 hour. So time has to be 1 hour for car A, and for car B also time has to be 1 hour, because both are traveling in the. Now tell me here, what is the distance traveled by the car A? If you tell it correctly, then you can.
100 minus P.
Yeah, 100 minus P or D. 100 minus P. Somebody said that. Because from A to B, the total distance is 100, but A is going from A to C only. This much distance is not traveled by A. Total distance minus this distance. So it will be 100 minus P. And the same way, distance of car B will require P kilometers only.
P.
So what I do here is, yes, again, I apply the same logic. Speed equals to distance upon time. So here speed is x equals to distance will be 100 minus P upon time is 1. And same case here also it will come, speed equals to distance upon time. Here speed is y equals to distance traveled is P and time is 1. In the next step, if I simplify, what you get here, you'll get x equals to 100 minus P. because 1 is there, so we can forget about 1. Here you will get y equals to p. Now you can substitute this y equals to p here. If you want to give the equation number 4 and 5, because already till 3 we completed, this is 4 and 5 will come. So finally I will come x equals to 100 minus, in place of p here, I'll replace y. So you have x equals to
X plus
this will
y
be
plus 1.
equation number 4. Yes. If you want, let me copy this equation number 3 here. Is 2 for so equation 4 says x equals to 100y equals to, in both cases, x equals to x equals to 1. Both here also x equals to, equation 4 says x equals to something, equation 3 also says x equals to something. So in both the cases you can say y will be equals to 20 plus y. If I simplify 100 minus 20, will be equals to y plus y. Here I am getting 20. This will be y only, and this minus y will move to the right hand side. So minus y will become plus y. So you have 100 minus 20 will be 8. So can I conclude y equals to 40 kilometers? If y is 40, then x value will be, you substitute any one of these equations.
60.
If y is
60.
40, then x will be 100 minus 40, which is
60.
60. Or if you substitute here, speed of r. Okay, that's what the question is asked for. What are the speeds of the two cars? That's it. Everyone understood? Or anyone has the doubts? You can type yes or no. What about others? If anyone not understood, please say no or not understood. Particular step is doubt. It looks once you are a master in solving these questions, then few steps you can like writing them individually. These steps you can include. You can start directly. Yes, speed equals to distance upon time. Keep writing. Okay, so now I discussed this out. So there is one more question based on speed and distance, like we'll discuss maybe in the next class. I think 12 o'clock also you might have some other class, maybe 1 o'clock. Okay, number question. Another is distance traveled by the car, speed of the car. These are the two steps. Still we left out three methods, I think. We'll discuss one by one. So can you send this PDF in WhatsApp group? Yeah, I'll send it. Then I'll try to upload this WhatsApp video or this video in the YouTube channel also, so that you can access, or maybe in the Google Classroom also. I'll send this PDF in our group shortly. Okay then. Thank you. Take care. So keep practicing these two type of questions. Keep practicing. Okay, then bye. Take care.